What's up, guys? I am currently in a kayak, so I am having fun just listening to my speaker and just at one with my thoughts. Let me flip the camera around and I'll let you see. So, my view. I am currently kayaking around the entire lake, which if you stick to the shore, it's roughly like 3 miles or so along the shore. So it's such a nice workout. My arms are killing me already. So, but anyways, some of my best thoughts come when I am by myself exercising. So as funny as that sounds. So anyways, I'll be back in a few.
One eternity later.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to Keto Rewind. I am Jess, and today's video is going to be part 2 or additional thoughts or clarification on my goodbye video, the video I just posted. I'll put the link right here down below the thumbnail. But one funny thing is when I made the thumbnail for that video and I put goodbye, a lot of you thought that I was leaving my channel, and that's not the case at all. It was goodbye to a thought process, so, but not goodbye to the channel. So yeah, I was so excited about that whole epiphany that I didn't even think that the other meaning it could mean. So anyways, but long story short, I'm not going anywhere. You're stuck with me for as long as you want to watch me. So, but anyways, I did read through the comments. I was a little terrified actually at first to read through the comments because when you have something in your head and it makes total sense to you, you're getting to this place where it's like, yes, it's like personal victory. I was just feeling so confident about what I just learned about myself. So I thought if I read the comments, that could all, I wasn't sure how people were going to take what I said. So there was the small part of me that was scared to be second guessing what I just figured out about myself. But I still, like I said, I still do read the comments. I appreciate the comments. So make sure you leave a comment below. And overwhelmingly, there was so much support and you understood what I was getting at. So anyways, I'm gonna respond to a few comments that I noticed that I might need to clarify, and also some final thoughts about the whole, my aha moment in this weight loss journey. So anyways, let's get this video started. Okay, so real quick, I want to thank the sponsor of today's video, Thrive Market. As you know, I am up here in the woods, and I am at the minimum 35 minutes one way to a grocery store. So having access to an online grocery store is clutch. But for those of you that don't know what Thrive Market is an online membership-based grocery market that's on a mission to make healthy living affordable for all. I've been a fan for, oh my gosh, 2 years now. Thrive Market has guaranteed savings. You know how expensive groceries are these days, so Thrive Market can help cut your grocery bill by 30%. And if you find a better price elsewhere, you can get the price match guarantee. Also, you can get just about everything that you need at Thrive Market, such as beauty items, organic, household cleaning supplies that are non-toxic, just regular grocery items, the kids stuff, pet stuff. I mean, everything you can get at a local grocery store. Most of the time cheaper, you can find on Thrive Market. I placed this order on my ride up here because it was something that I could do on my phone. You can also use a computer, that kind of thing. But starting up my pantry, once I got up here, I'm starting from scratch. I needed avocado oils, just basics like that. So, throw it all into your cart, order it, and then it also, if you're not sure where to find something, you can search by diet. So if you just want to see gluten-free or keto or vegan options, you can literally go through the filter and click that box and it will show you all the ketogenic items that they have. So, okay, so this is what I got in my order. I got some bars to have while I'm down at the water, so I'm not snacking and I'm not eating my kids' goldfish. I'm eating my bar. I've got oils, avocado oils, the spray and the regular one. I like to make lots of curry dishes, so I specifically love the Thrive Market brand of coconut milk. I also have an easy way to whip up some dinner, so with some General Tso's keto sauce, and then I have a no sauce teriyaki marinade to put in chicken or steaks. Tacos are fun here, and then some ranch seasoning mix, and then also health and beauty, my go-to face wash And yeah, so that is my Thrive Market order. And there's 2 membership options. The first one is monthly or annually. And if that sounds good to you, join Thrive Market using my special link today and get 40% off your first order plus a free gift worth over $50. Also, one fun thing is free shipping starts at $49. That is huge as well. So anyways, let's get back to the video. Thank you for Thrive Market for sponsoring this video. Okay, and I am back. All right, so first things first, I noticed a lot of the comments really liked my sister's approach, or like they're also taking note of what my sister said. It made sense to them. It made an aha moment for them. So it got me thinking, like, what if I had my sister come on and do like a Q&A with me, where like we talk about this kind of thing. So I know if you're like me, I've always been curious how people who are what I appear to be thin, fit, healthy, I always have a million questions for them. And being that I do keto, rewind and stuff, I have no problem, asking these people because they know that's what I do. But a lot of people aren't as open about asking questions. So it might really help a lot of you if I can pick her brain for you. She's someone who's 130 pounds versus me, probably 220, So, and we're cut from the same cloth. So we're gonna have 2 different approaches, but there's a lot to be learned from someone who you might view as like the goal size or something, the size you want to be. So if you like that idea, comment below and say yes to the Q&A with my sister. So, all right, so the next thing is, when it comes to, there's a quote that I keep seeing floating around on my, Instagram. I'll see it on Facebook. I'll see it all over the place. I don't even know who even said the quote, but in the beginning of my journey, I completely was like, yeah, I feel this way too. But as I have opened the door and, fell down the flight of stairs and have to climb up the hill again, I don't agree with the quote anymore. So the quote is, failure is not an option. So obviously, yeah, failure is not an option. But at the same time though, failure absolutely has to be an option. Because like, if I hadn't hit the walls that I've been hitting lately, if I haven't been struggling, and in my mind failing, I don't think I would have gotten to the moment that I had like last week that I was like, oh, so it's like you have to fail because you gain wisdom, you gain knowledge, you gain experience, you gain so much when you fail. Now, what I wish the quote incorporated something about not giving up though, because failure is only a true failure if you give up. But failure has to be an option in order for you to learn, grow, and find the right way. So I don't view failure in my eyes anymore as something negative. I actually embrace failures. I embrace the train wreck. I embrace all that because I have learned so much by my failures. But what I absolutely can't compromise is giving up is not an option, So I just wanted to throw that out there. It's like I keep seeing it all over the place, and I don't know who said it, but originally, there's so many quotes out there that, some just really some really just, get into your skin, and others you're like, yes, So, but I wanted to put that out there. So also, there was some confusion about, obviously when I'm trying to explain what I'm experiencing, I don't always have the right words to get that across where everybody can understand. And a lot of people, I did notice, mentioned that I'm just making excuses for my behaviors and all this stuff. And it's like, I never said I'm going to go 100% standard American diet. I absolutely can't. I don't actually like eating that way. As much as it's like a weird, I hate eating that way, but yeah, I still crave it. But at the end of the day, I enjoy eating keto and low carb. I enjoy avoiding processed foods. That's the way regardless of my weight, that's how I eat. That's my lifestyle, right? But the difference, I should say, or how the aha moment came is I have been on this pendulum swing of extremes. 1 minute I am so restricted, on the top of my game, losing weight, just crushing it. But at the end of the day, in the back of my mind, it's like I still desire those things that was a part of my old life. All those treats, all of those indulgent, foods, the ones that are so palatable. Like I don't know why, but I still crave those items. And then as I unpacked my journey, I was realizing that it's this constant urge, if you will, that would be like, you can't have it, so it made me want it more. And then by the more the restricted, the more I wanted it more, and I don't know why, it's like I just didn't understand. But as I kept going through this roller coaster of a weight loss journey, the pendulum starts swinging. So then, okay, well now you can have this. But then I couldn't stop once the floodgates were opened. So it was like, then I had to put you down a slippery slope because the moderation is no longer even in the equation. It's too much. There is no moderation, it's excessiveness. So it's like, this pendulum kept going back and forth. And the more I avoided it, the more I wanted it. And then, and all along, when my sister was like, I just one bite of cake's okay because it's not the last time I'm having cake. And I'm like, oh my God. Oh my God. It clicked. And I'm like, she can have one bite of cake because she knows it's not her last bite of cake. But the way I was explaining it made it sound like, oh, I can just have cake all the time, all the things. It's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that when I do happen to have a day where I'm not keto, I would open the floodgates, and now like say a vacation, like we don't need, I'm on vacation, not everything, all the rules out the window. And it's because I had this little time period where I had to fit it all in. Because at the end of that time period, we went back to keto, and the pendulum went from this back to this, right? It's not about just having it whenever I want it. It's not about making excuses for the behavior. It's actually telling you what's happening and making sense of it, because at the time I don't know what was going on. All I knew was the more I said no, the more I wanted it. And the more, and that just kept these things going like this, and that created the chaos, and there was just no way to live like that. And then it's just the self, now I've done it, and, like that just revolving door of self-destructive behavior. The more you do it, the more you feel bad about yourself, so you're just gonna do it again, and it's just, so it just came down to when my sister said that to me, I'm like, I never say when I'm eating that, item on vacation or that day that I'm not having a keto meal, I'm like, oh my God, I gotta get this all in. It's goodbye to this food because tomorrow I can't have it, So which just kept that urge just kept growing. So, and the more I cut it out, the more I wanted it. That's me. I can't say that's the same for everybody else, but this is my story and what's going on with me, and I'm sharing that. I can't speak on somebody else's journey or what worked for them or what didn't. It's completely irrelevant. I am only sharing what has definitely not worked, what worked, and that kind of thing. So at the end of the day, I have to change my behavior when I open the floodgates. Or if I have a day where, it's just, we went out to dinner and I ordered a burger and French fries. Instead of looking at those French fries and having to eat every single one of them, I have to have that dialogue within my head that you don't need every single one of them. Have a couple, pick a couple, share with somebody, I can share with my kids. I can pick off of their plates. But it's not goodbye. It's not the last time I'm ever gonna have a French fry. That's ridiculous to say that for me. But that doesn't mean that my diet will contain only French fries. That is not what I'm saying. I'm just saying in those moments when I choose not to eat keto, I'm not breaking any laws. I'm not committing a crime. I'm just living my life, and that is not the last time I can have that food. It's not up to anybody else what I can and can't have. It's up to me. So I have to change that dialogue where instead of saying, oh my God, this is the last time, I gotta get it all in because it's goodbye, to, okay, have a couple of fries and I'll get some more the next time. It's just that aha moment where, instead of just constantly feeling so restricted, knowing that it's not the last time, because at the end of the day, I do choose to eat a keto low carb lifestyle because that's what feels best for me. But how did I still have those urges and all of this outside chaos in going on at the same time? At the end of the day, I still choose to live a ketogenic and low carb lifestyle. That feels best for me. It works best for me. I'm happiest that way. But in those moments that I do choose to go off of that lifestyle for a day, maybe a vacation, not a 6-week one, but I'm talking like a normal vacation, I'm not going to view it in the moment as I've got to get this all in, because it's the last time. It's not the last time. And that little change, I swear, clicked something in my head where instead of just, overdoing it, it's like, okay, I'm going to have trust with myself that I'm not depriving myself. I'm not going to live that excessive restriction lifestyle anymore. And when those occasions come up, I will indulge and I won't feel bad about it. I'll enjoy it, So, and it's as simple as that is to say, it quieted down the voice that's always like, you can't have it, so now you really want it more, mentality that has been in my head, and then, if you just quiet that down, which it has for me, all of a sudden I don't want it anymore. And this is deep and it's crazy, it's weird, I don't know, but it's just that little tweak was a game changer for me. And instead of just wanting what I can't have, it's like I can have it. And all of a sudden it's lost its appeal of being naughty and, all this stuff, I mean, this is going to be a terrible example, but the people who cheat on their spouses. In the moment, it's so scandalous, it makes it hotter. But then once they come out and let everybody know the secret and, everybody's marriage disappears and stuff, and then they get together, well, now it's no longer exciting because it's not naughty. That kind of thing. I know that's a terrible example, but I'm just saying, in general, that's kind of what's going on with the food in my life. So it's deep. It's too deep. But it's that little tweak of that aha moment where I just can trust myself now. I can take that excessive restriction layer of protection off and just live my life keto and low carb. And on those few occasions that I don't eat or I choose not to eat keto or low carb, know that it's not a crime. It's not the end of the world. It's just that meal, it's not my norm, enjoy myself because, it is what it is. And then you just go back to keto the next day, but it's not goodbye to those foods. Game changer. So, and that's what I said with the whole quote about failure is not an option. Failure has to be the option because you can't discover something unless you've learned and gained knowledge and insight, and the more you know about yourself, the more prepared you are to deal with these things as it comes up in the future. Or maybe you can understand why you're doing the things you're doing, and that's where I'm at right now. So I am so happy I failed for the past year and a half. I'm so happy I didn't give up because I wouldn't know this simple change in narrative was going to be that big of a game changer. But for me in my journey, I have wind back in my sail, and I've been out without wind for a while and losing the drive to keep pushing forward and doing this and because I've just been failing so much. But it got me to this point today. It's it is what it is. Weight can come off. I don't care. It's I want to lose weight one more time and get to the goal weight and close this chapter. But there's no point in going down that road if I don't fix the cause of the whole thing. And that's, at the end of the day, that's gonna matter more because it stops the vicious yo-yoing cycle. The buck stops here. So, yeah. Long story short, I have the wind back in my sail, and I'm so pumped and so excited for the rest of this journey because this is going to build that this has already built momentum going forward, and I'm going to keep building on that as I get to my goal weight, or the end game, I should say. But I want to stress thank you so much for those of you that have stuck by me. My channel views, everything just shot down once I stopped losing weight, which is sad, but at the same time, I'm like, well, you know, it's not about just losing weight, you know, and I'm okay with that. And it's like, if my views tank because I tell the truth about what to really expect so that you're on this journey, you can learn from me and maybe make a lot less time than it took me, or maybe these things that I can bring to your attention, you can recognize for yourself and understand it, you know. So, but there's been that core group of Keto Rewind followers that have stuck with me, that has encouraged me, that has said the most kind and kind comments. I truly thank you for sticking it out and seeing this through, because I cannot do this without you. I need that support. I need that. And I will also go as far to say is thank you to all the haters and the naysayers, because that also is like, well, I will show you that I can do this. And you know what? If I can have any extra, you know, wind in my sail, I'll take it. So you can't have the good without the bad, you know? So, but all in all, I just want to say thank you. And let's get the rest of this journey going. And I'm just so happy right now. So, there's going to be lots of fun stuff coming, and we'll talk more at the weekly. The next weigh-in is going to be on Tuesday. So I'll see you then. And don't forget, use my link down below and save 40% off your first order at Thrive Market and get a free gift over $50 and start saving today. Bye-bye.